3 months ago, nomads found her dying in northern Siberia. Walker, Kate Walker, born in New York in the United States. She had an American passport on her. She showed up at the clinic last week. She's recovering. She's fine.
You're certain, Olga Efimova? You have to keep her there until we arrive.
I will do what it takes. You can count on me, Colonel. Oh, my head.
Hello, Kate Walker.
Hello?
My name is Kirk, Kate Walker. Kirk of the Yukol tribe. Do you remember the Yukols?
Where are we? My memory's all mixed up. There was a terrible blizzard with snow and ice, and then nothing.
We are in the clinic of Dr. Zamyatin, in the town of Valsambor.
How did I end up here?
We Yukols migrate with our snow ostriches to the sacred lands. It's a long journey. A very special journey. 1 month ago, we found you dying on a riverbank there in the north. We took you in and our shaman cared for you. Afterwards, we continued our journey. And today, we are both here to finish getting better.
And you're here because of your injury?
Yes, but don't worry about me. Dr. Zamyatin asked a master craftsman from Valsambor to make me a new leg, and he's going to put it on me when it's ready. It will be like a brand new leg.
Why are you tied to that bed?
That was the decision of Madame Olga, Dr. Zamyatin's assistant. She says I'm too restless, and it's the only way to make sure I get better. Apparently, it's going to take a long time to make my artificial leg. And in the meantime, my people are without a guide and are waiting for me, with the herd, so we can continue.
Well, Kirk, I'm delighted to have made your acquaintance. I guess I have to go tell the staff that I'm awake, I feel fine, and I have no intention of hanging around here.
Of course, Kate Walker. I'm sure someone will be in the yard. Maybe even Madame Olga.
What? Hello? Is anybody there?
I don't think anybody heard you, Kate Walker. Try using the call button that's located next to the door.
Nothing. It doesn't work, Kirk.
I think I saw some of the staff using it the other day. Take a good look at the mechanism, Kate Walker. Maybe you can find a way to get it working again.
Bolted tight. Bolted tight. Kirk's tribe's camp, I guess. Kirk's tribe's camp, I guess. Bolted tight. Bolted tight. If you don't mind my asking about your leg, what exactly happened to you?
Soldiers bombed the route we were taking with our caravan. For no reason. Just to frighten us and force us to turn back. I was a bit too close to the explosion. A piece of rock. That's it.
You mean the authorities did it on purpose? But why?
They think that the snow ostrich migration has no place in today's world, and that my tribe should settle down once and for all. But we will never do that, Kate Walker. That would mean defying the spirits. And the Yukols fear the spirits far more than the soldiers.
The Yukols I've met didn't speak my language anywhere near as well as you. I'm very impressed.
From time to time, missionaries and merchants came through our village. I learned very quickly, Kate Walker. It's important if I am to guide my people.
I don't mean to be rude, Kirk, but aren't you a bit young for that?
The spirits do not take age into account when they choose a chief for the Yukols. And the spirits are very wise. They do not make mistakes when they choose the one who will guide our people on the sacred migration.
Well, Kirk, I'm delighted to have made your acquaintance. I guess I have to go tell the staff that I'm awake, I feel fine, and I have no intention of hanging around here.
Of course, Kate Walker. I'm sure someone will be in the yard. Maybe even Madame Olga.
Bolted tight. Well, Kirk, I'm delighted to have made your acquaintance. I guess I have to go tell the staff that I'm awake, I feel fine, and I have no intention of hanging around here.
Of course, Kate Walker. I'm sure someone will be in the yard. Maybe even Madame Olga.
Why do the Yukols make the journey?
My people live in symbiosis with the great snow ostriches, Kate Walker. Their wool protects us from the cold, their excrement feeds our crops, and their meat feeds us. They are also our mounts and beasts of burden, so we must follow them wherever they go.
And do they migrate because of the weather?
No, Kate Walker. They go to the sacred lands to reproduce. It is an event that only occurs a few times per century. For the Yukols, it is rare to be able to boast of having participated in more than 3 migrations during one's lifetime.
Well, Kirk, I'm delighted to have made your acquaintance. I guess I have to go tell the staff that I'm awake, I feel fine, and I have no intention of hanging around here.
Of course, Kate Walker. I'm sure someone will be in the yard. Maybe even Madame Olga. You should go for a walk in the yard, Kate Walker. That door leads right to it. My people are waiting for me in our camp just beside the lake. I hope everything is fine.
Bolted tight. Bolted tight. This diagram shows how to turn the call button on, but I can't do anything until I can get at the internal mechanism.
Search the room. I'm sure you'll be able to find something you can use to open it up with. That should do the trick quite nicely. Now try to use it to see if you can repair the call button.
Right. Let's see if I can repair the mechanism.
If you're not sure, maybe the diagram you saw earlier might help.
Finally! Right, now I just have to find a supervisor.
Well done, Kate Walker. I'm going to have a bit of a rest now. Please try to come back and say goodbye to me before you go.
The light, the wind, the heat. I can still feel it all. I dream of it every night.
Ah, you're finally awake, number 10. What can I do for you?
Well, it seems to me that I'm cured. And now I'd like to be on my way.
Given your condition, that would seem somewhat premature and perhaps even unreasonable, number 10.
I am not a number. My name is Kate Walker. I would appreciate it if you would call me by my name, Doctor.
There's a perfect example. That aggression boiling up within you. I'm afraid that it may be a significant traumatic after effect.
So you're refusing to let me leave?
Oh, no, of course not, miss. I have no intention of abusing any of the prerogatives of my position. Nonetheless, first you must submit to a series of tests that are designed to demonstrate that you have fully recovered. You understand. Please, sit down.
On that?
Yes, yes, don't be afraid.
What the...
Don't worry about these restraints. Merely a simple formality that's part of the protocol that Dr. Olga, our supervisor, has implemented. Right. I do believe that we can begin. Now, be so kind as to state your first and last names, age, and place of birth, please. Answer me, please!
My name is Kate Walker. I was born in New York, and I'll be 30 this year.
Good, miss. Up until now, my device would seem to corroborate what you say.
You're using a lie detector?
It's procedure. Please stop worrying and talk to me instead of your friends and family. Are you on good terms with them?
No, I cut off with them. I haven't had any news from my mother for weeks. And Dan, my fiancé, left me for my best friend Olivia.
You seem to be basking in this chaos and anarchy, Miss Walker. Is this inclination for disorder connected to this Hans Vorarlberg and Oscar? You spoke about them at length while you were delirious. Answer me, please!
Oscar was a kind of automaton, very special, very sophisticated. You know, sometimes it was as if he was almost alive. He was designed by Hans Vorarlberg. Hans was a genius, the last of a long dynasty of precision machinery manufacturers. We went on a very long journey together. Then we landed on a small island in the sea called Siberia. Hans knew that there was still a herd of mammoths there that had survived from prehistory. Hans was obsessed by mammoths.
Mammoths? Imagine that.
It's a strange story, I admit, but I assure you it's the truth, Doctor.
To be honest, what I'm interested in, Miss Walker, is that during your travels you were in contact with the Yukon people, the nomads who brought you here to Velzembor. In your opinion, what should we fear from such a primitive tribe of savages who understand neither law nor border? refusing civilization and settlement.
Well, I think those people have to settle down so that they can become part of the modern world and integrate.
You're obviously lying. A mere white lie, I'll admit, but a lie all the same. You worry me, Miss Walker. Your lack of sincerity is not admirable. Unless, of course, I should interpret all of this as the manifestation of something that can be considered typical American behavior. Is that the case here? Is it the unconscious expression of the desire to return home, Miss Walker?
I don't intend on going back. Not now, later, and maybe never.
So you intend to continue your journey through our country. A hazardous undertaking with neither goal nor destination. Pity for a brilliant New York attorney who seemed to have a gleaming future.
That's not for you to decide, Doctor. For the rest, I think I've demonstrated throughout this interview that I present no psychological after effects from my injuries. I would therefore like you to authorize my release now.
Of course, of course. Do calm down, Miss Walker.
I'm sorry, but I'm not used to being interrogated like this.
Some years ago, I would have interrogated you in a very different manner, Miss Walker. I grant that I may still feel some nostalgia for the good old traditional methods. You're one of the very last representatives of a world that is fast disappearing, Miss Walker. A disordered world that no one will miss. This key is much like you, unstructured and uncontrollable. If you're able to find a way to use it to leave this floor, then you shall have proved that you are permanently cured.
I would like to get my things back before I leave.
You will find them there.
Turn around.